Hey guys, welcome back to another video from ChinaTech, and today we are checking out these, the i2000 TWS fake AirPods. So 2000 is quite a big number, and we've seen quite a few different sets of fake AirPods now. So are these any good and are they worth it? Let's jump in and find out. Before we start, I'd just like to thank Gearbest for sending these out to me to do a quick review on. I'll have a link to these in the video description as well, where you can check these out on gearbest.com. With that said though, looking around the box, you can see right up the front we have this picture of the AirPods. We do have i2000 as well. Not much else to see, no Apple logo, unlike on some of the other fake AirPods, which is interesting. And then on the back we do just have the little picture as well. Opening it up though, and we'll see right up the front we have our AirPods, so those feel pretty hefty actually, which is great to see. Unlike some of the cheaper models, these feel like they're actually, you know, pretty weighty like the real AirPods, so that's pretty cool. I'll put that down though, and looks like we do just have a little charging cable as well. There you go, the lightning charging cable, and a tiny little manual. I don't think we'll need that though. I'll just put that to the side. In here we do have the AirPods themselves. Let me just open up the little bag. All right, so here are the AirPods. Overall, a pretty decent feel. You can see on the back we don't have any writing or anything, just clean AirPods case. I'll open them up. And so here you can see we do have our AirPods. The little indicator lights just come on as well, which is cool. I'll grab them out. So these AirPods, they do feel pretty good. Still a little bit plasticky, which I've noticed on a lot of clones, is that the actual AirPods do just feel slightly more plasticky than the real deal. And if you just look closely, these L and R legends on the AirPods are actually a slightly different sort of font and weight than what I'm used to seeing on the real AirPods. So that is just one thing to note. I don't think you'd even notice if you were just looking at them, but that is one thing I'm picking up on these. So not quite perfect fakes for sure, but overall these do look pretty good. You can see we do have the sensor dots as well. We'll have to check that those are actually real sensors when we connect them all up, and then obviously the grills as well. Let's have a go at connecting them up. So these should have the pop-up display. So what I'll do is I'll just open them up and they should. Awesome, they've popped up very quickly as well, which is great to see. And we want to connect them, so I'll just hold the button on the back. And there we are, connected straight up. That's awesome. Just let them all pair up. There you go, the i2000s connected in. And so it does look like we are getting the real battery percentage. You can see we have the charging indicator to say that these are just doing a little charge after we took them out. And then we do have the battery percentage for the case as well, which is awesome to see. So that was really cool. Very seamless as well, just like the real AirPods for sure. You can use these on Android phones as well, of course, just like any other set of AirPods. You will just need to go into the settings, the Bluetooth settings, and connect them in. But it's awesome to see that the pop-up display on iOS is working great. That's very cool. So how about we actually try listening to some music now and see how they sound. All right, so I've got these playing some music now, as you can hear. I'll hold on up to the mic just so you can get an idea of how we're sounding, but overall they do get pretty loud. Overall, you know, the sound is what you expect out of AirPods. I have noticed, I'm very glad to see. I'll put one in and bring this up and you'll see if I take it out, the sensor dots do in fact work, and you can see it paused the music. And now if I put one back in, you'll see it resumes, which is great to see that those sensor dots are working as intended. So these AirPods also support gestures, just like on the real AirPods. So you can see if we do a double tap, it'll actually start playing our music. Very cool, and we can do another double tap to pause it again, and of course there's triple taps to go forward and back, adjust the volume, all that stuff. But it is cool to see that those gestures are working, and working pretty well on these i2000 TWS AirPods. And now just onto the final thing about these AirPods, which is the price. You can get these now for about $28 to $30 on gearbest.com, which, you know, is a lot cheaper than some of the other more expensive AirPods clones, and so far these have done pretty much everything else that those more expensive clones have done. I've had a few of them on this channel even, and you know, these have all the functionality, those sensor dots, that pop-up display. So I'm actually really excited to be able to check these out, because they seem like a great value pair of budget AirPods. Now speaking of value, Gearbest and a lot of other Chinese retailers right now in the month of November are actually having some pretty massive sales. They're all gearing up for their 11/11 Singles Day sales. So if these sort of fake AirPods are something you're interested in, then now is pretty much the best time you could be buying them. So I'll have a link to them in the video description where you can check them out. out, and I just was checking these out on Gearbest, and it does look like you can actually get these in a number of different colors as well, which is really cool to see. So obviously these are the whites, these are the ones that you'd probably expect everyone to be wearing, but if white isn't your thing, I did see that they have, you know, blue, they have green, they have black, all sorts of cool colors that you can check out and pick up for yourself if you want to, you know, spice up your AirPods a little bit. Really though, that just wraps up this quick review of these i2000 TWS AirPods. Overall, I've got to say, I am impressed with these fake AirPods. For, you know, quite an affordable budget price, you are getting some pretty decent fakes. Like 6 months ago to a year ago, you would not have been able to get fakes anywhere near as good as this at all. And now for about 30 bucks, you can get some pretty convincing fake AirPods. So as I said, I'll have links to them in the video description. Make sure to check them out if you are interested. As well, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe down below. If you have any suggestions on future videos, make sure to leave those in the comments section. And I have a few more fake AirPods videos coming up for you in the future, so make sure to subscribe if you want to see those. Apart from that though, thank you for watching another video from ChinaTech, and I'll catch you in the next video.